Filmul, care are o durată de 5 minute, a fost realizat de jurnalistul britanic Charlie Oatley, producătorul seriei de documentare Wild Carpathia, cu scopul de a sprijini industria turismului din România. Prințul Charles, care narează acest film, spune că a venit pentru prima dată în România în urmă cu 20 de ani și că a descoperit o țară uimitoare, menționând că țara noastră ocupă un loc deosebit în inima sa, iar la fiecare vizită o parte din el se simte acasă.
Over the years since my first visit, more than 20 years ago, I have come to know and to love so much about Romania, her unique historic heritage and unrivaled biodiversity, her vast mixed forests and breathtaking natural landscapes. As much as I have seen, there is so much more that I long to explore. Romania is an astonishingly diverse country. From the Danube Delta, Europe's largest and most pristine wetland, to the forests, springs and monasteries of Bucovina, Moldova and the Maramureș, the hills of the Epușeni, or the wilds of Harghita, the precious collections in Bucharest's museums, or the wild beauty of the Iron Gates Gorge, the castles, mountains and Saxon villages of Transylvania, or the remote valleys of Banat and Crișana. Romania has an historic legacy that stretches back to the Dacian fortresses and the Greek cities of Histria and Argamum. To find such a huge wealth of natural and cultural diversity under a single flag is quite remarkable, and is one of the features which makes Romania such a uniquely special corner of Europe. So too is the determination of the Romanian people to preserve and protect their heritage, to hold fast to their crafts and traditions, and to retain the very best of the past whilst building a brighter future. I'm so glad that Romania's many treasures are becoming known and appreciated by a growing number of people. This year, all of us have experienced a profound moment of change as our lives have been turned upside down by the first major pandemic that any of us have known. It has been a time of huge uncertainty and anxiety, not just for the safety of those closest to us, our friends and our families, but also for the future welfare and livelihoods of so many people. All around the world, countries shut their borders and it became necessary for people to stop traveling. I do know just what a devastating effect this has had on the tourist industry, on hotels, restaurants, and other tourist businesses, and on the millions of jobs that depend on them. But staying at home can offer so many wonders to explore and to discover. As restrictions are lifted, people will want to travel again and to rediscover the world around them. Understandably, many will want to jump on an aeroplane and swap the familiar for a breath of foreign air. However, now is also the ideal time to rediscover one's roots and reconnect with one's heritage. I have every confidence that Romanians who do so will find much to delight them and to give them the greatest pride in their country. For myself, Romania holds a very special place in my heart. I can trace my forebears all the way back to Vlad Tepes, which may explain why each time I visit, there is a part of me that feels at home. For as long as I am able, I will continue to champion the importance of protecting and celebrating Romania's unique treasures, her villages, her historic buildings, her food and drink, and her precious biodiversity, her wildlife and majestic forests. There is so much to explore, and domestic tourism has such great potential to create jobs and bring prosperity to even the most remote rural areas. So I could only encourage all Romanians to rediscover the incredible riches within the borders of your remarkable country. And when it becomes possible for me to travel to Romania again, it will be a precious moment to cherish. Să ne revedem cu bine!
Filmul a fost prezentat la începutul lunii august la locuința Prințului din localitatea Valea Zălanului. Realizatorul filmului, Charlie Otley, care spunea că iubește România mai mult decât orice țară din lume, a făcut și el un apel către români să-și petreacă vacanțele în țară, să descopere România, să cheltuiască banii aici și nu în străinătate, pentru că în acest fel vor susține turismul intern.